Hey there guys, what's happening and welcome back to our channel. Lately, JK Rowling, our favorite British author, has been very problematic regarding her controversial opinions, but it turns out that the charm of her writing and the value of her work hasn't been tainted a bit. Recently, her first edition of Harry Potter was auctioned at a record-breaking price. The reports tell us that this Harry Potter book was sold for a whopping $471,000. Let's find out more in this video. Number 4. Famous books at heritage auctions. Before appreciating Rowling's record-breaking book, let's also appreciate the other masterpieces that were present at the auction. The Heritage Auction event was one incredible event that beheld great literary works under one roof. Among other great works was J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings trilogy that consists of The Fellowship of the Rings, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King. The all-time famous books were published between the years 1954 and 1955. The incredible collection was auctioned at the price of $103,125, which broke the records of its earlier auctions. The sources reported that even before live bidding began, the collection, in stunning condition, from the dust jackets to the pristine pages, had topped an auction record set 20 years ago, which goes to show how precious these works of art are. Another amazing set of work at the event was the original edition of Chronicles of Narnia, written by C.S. Lewis. Each original copy of the first edition was a signed copy, which added to the immensity of its price. The set was one of a kind and never to be found again, which reasonably explains why it was sold at a price of $100,000. Another rarity at the great event was The Maltese Falcon, written by Dashiell Hammett. The book was published in the year 1930. The novel has been regarded as one of the finest crime novels ever written. The first edition of the book, revolving around the story of Detective Sam Spade, was auctioned at $47,500. Number 3. More classics coming in. If we're talking about books, how could we forget about the timeless masterpieces of the literary canon? The event also had some great editions of literary classics put up for auction. The famous works of the famous female writer of literature Jane Austen were in great demand. Austen's famous novel Sense and Sensibility was immediately sold at the beginning of the session for $37,500. The record was broken as soon as the bidding of her other famous work of all time, Pride and Prejudice, which was published in the Victorian era in 1813, started. The bidding started at $16,000 and the book was finally auctioned at $60,000. Another timeless classic was the novel To Kill a Mockingbird, written by Harper Lee. The book up for the auction was a signed copy by the author himself. The bidding opened at $15,500, and after various rounds of war over the bidding price, it was sold at $35,000. Another book in the hot bidding war zone was every child's favorite work of modern literature, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, written by Roald Dahl. The competition to win this golden ticket, if you know you know, started at $4,100 and was finally sold at the price of $23,750. Wow, that's a huge jump. Number 2. JK Rowling's first edition of Harry Potter. Now coming at the start of the show, it's surprising to know that this 20th century work of fantasy surpassed even the books of the literary canons present at the event. The audience of the event was left in a complete state of shock when J.K. Rowling's first edition of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was sold at a whopping price of $471,000. The book was published in the United States with the title Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. The live bidding at the session opened with $75,000, but soon it was increased to a record-setting price. According to the Heritage Auction, this is the highest price ever paid for the Boy Wizard's debut in any form. But it's not just the most expensive Harry Potter the sale makes the book. The executive vice president of Heritage Auctions, Joe Maddalena, added that this is the most expensive commercially published 20th century work of fiction ever sold. Number 1. Why did it go so high? The book auctioned at the event was the 1997 British edition of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone with a stunning hardback. The record tells us that other editions also have been auctioned at high prices, but this one broke all previous records as the prices were never this high. The reason given for the book's incredibly successful final auction price was its colored character illustration on the cover, which, according to the sources, was defined as magical, incredibly bright, and so very near pristine. While praising the value of the book, the Heritage Auction revealed Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was brought to life on the big screen 2 decades ago, and this result shows the power of that combination of literature and cinema. These books are being rewarded for the result of their films. How incredible is this? This brings us to the end of our video, which we hope you guys enjoyed. So what do you think of this amazing auction? Let us know everything in the comments section below. If you liked the video, do give it a big thumbs up, and do be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as hit that notification bell so that you never have to miss out on any of our upcoming videos going forward. Thank you all for watching, and until then, take care and goodbye.